Okay, this is for user Oxymoronica. That's fucking hilarious. I take it your name's Monica, but I don't know, maybe. The title up. So for anyone else watching this video, if you want the full context of the post, click the link in the description. This is for the young lady that has posted this. Heading: boyfriend slapped me after a night of hardcore drinking. One bad night or huge red flag? Fucking Jesus. Look where you found yourself. And that's not a diss. That's not a diss at all. I'm sorry. Okay. So I've read the post. Alcohol is not an excuse. Correct. That is correct. And that is the number one thought you need to keep in mind. Here's another one that you need to keep in mind. Alcohol is a disinhibitor, which means that which you would normally do or would feel to do or is inside you that can't get out, gets out. Now, you've mentioned that he has said that you got physical first. I'm going to be honest with you. That is more common than you think. It is more common that you think that women get physical with their boyfriends and then the boyfriends return the physicality. Now, having said that, that again is no excuse. I've had women try to slap me. I had my ex-girlfriend one day. We were at my best mate's engagement party after we were exes. We were both drunk and she took a fucking swing for the fences at me. And I caught her hand, I blocked it, and I said, you need to fucking stop this now. You need to stop this now because this is not going to end well. But I wouldn't have hit her. 100% I wouldn't have hit her because it's not inside of me, right? You could get me drunk as Robert Downey Jr.'s cat and I'm still not going to hit you. It's as simple as that because it's not inside me. It was a pretty decent night, lots of laughs, and his friend pouring Patron down our throats. We never drank like that ever. We had gotten fairly toasted a few times, sure, but never stumbling drunk like that. He says I got physical first. I don't recall that. He slapped the shit out of me. Now that is an alarm bell. That is an alarm bell. The description of he slapped the shit out of me. There's a difference between, so like, I'll put it to you this way. I'm 32, male. I'm 6'1". My girlfriend is probably 5 foot and change. If she tries to hit me, it's laughable. But I'm not going to laugh at her. I'm going to take her fucking seriously because there's a reason why she's trying to hit me. Okay. But I don't feel threatened. Now, if I try to hit her, we have a fucking problem because I'm a man. I have man hands. I have a man frame. I have man hips. And even the idea that I would hit her gives me chills. So he slapped the shit out of me. That is an alarm bell. My jaw hurt. That is an alarm bell. And a small bruise was on my chest a day or two later. That is another alarm bell. I'm thinking with how drunk we were, he got me at a weird angle. That's possible. Even I was surprised by the chest bruise. He tried to calm me down, but I was flipping my shit. Of course you were. I mean, come on. I just got slapped for the first time in my life and I tried to get away from him. Lots of chasing and I vaguely remember him saying he's sorry to calm down. Okay, look, I'm going to be honest with you. This man may have just had a watershed moment because he has seen the devil inside of him. A lot of us, now, I don't know about women because I'm not a woman and I gave up a long time ago trying to tell women what to do or describe them. Sometimes describe them. But I can tell you about men. Men don't by default know what's inside them. People don't know what's inside them. We discover that as we get older and we discover that as we go through new experiences. I didn't know that I liked weed so much, but then I smoked it and I was like, fuck yeah, man. And he didn't know that inside him was the ability to smack a woman. And not only that, smack a woman he says he loves. And not only that, it appears that he actually does love you. Okay. Just from your description. So the question you have to ask is, has this man had a watershed moment? Has this man really had a come to Jesus moment where he's fully repentant? And you have to remember this, repentance is not saying sorry. Repentance is literally going in the other direction, changing your behavior and the surrounding behaviors that have accommodated or allowed that to happen, and going in the other direction. Okay. So it may be the case that he has had a watershed moment and he's like, fuck me, dude. I didn't even know it was in me to do that. And it scared him, right? Because I'm like, the reason I will never hit a woman is because I'm scared of myself. I am scared of the monster inside. Everyone has a monster inside them, and it's not a bad thing. What we need to do, especially as men, is to get that monster by the leash and control it. The monster I'm talking about, that aggression that I'm talking about, is very, very useful if you want to send young men to war. You need them to kill. If you want young men to be and young women to be police officers, you need them to have a bit of the monster in them so that they can fight the monsters on the street. You can't have people only seeing good trying to attack people that are bad. And so it looks like to me he was unprepared for the fact that there is a monster inside him. Because I'll tell you this straight, there's a monster inside of me. I just know, right? I know that I'm capable of evil. I know that I'm capable of hitting a woman. I know that I'm capable of destruction. I know that I'm capable of pathology. But he didn't. So there could be a come to Jesus moment. On the other hand, he has opened a door that both of you didn't know was there. So I understand why you're freaking out, because it's a very intense thing to... It's one thing to be with a guy that's hit someone, but it's a different thing to be the girl that he hit. Okay, and you have reacted, from what I can see, correctly. You've gotten your shit and you've gotten the fuck out of the situation. Okay, now, I don't know what to tell you. I'm not going to give you specific advice. I'm only going to give you general advice, and it is this. If you are going to go back into the relationship, you're a grown adult, I assume. You know, you're a woman. You can stand on your own 2 feet. If you are going to do that, you need to be ready to look for the warning signs, and let him know that you're looking for the warning signs, because this was on another level, son. This was on another level. You fucked up and you made me feel unsafe. It's a very powerful thing when a woman feels unsafe in her own home with her own man. Very powerful. And so you need to tell him, look, we can get back together, but this never, ever happens again. I don't even want to smell it. And if he agrees to that and he understands that he fucked up, then you may have some ground to stand on. But no one, including me, would blame you, and I don't think you should blame you either, if you decide to make the choice to run away. No one will blame you. I think this is your choice. I think that you should have a discussion with him about how you feel and why you feel that. Ask him how he feels and why he feels that. Find out. Really have the discussion. I will give you a piece of specific advice. Have a chat with him and go into the chat and say to him, look, there is no decision that is going to come out of this conversation. You and me are going to have a chat. I'm going to find out what I need to. And you're going to find out what you need to about me and about you and about us. But no decision is going to come from this conversation, because that takes the pressure off him explaining himself and expecting a decision from you, okay? And then you can go back, talk to your mother. It seems like your mother has been through this, her getting smacked by your stepdad, and then him being a good bloke and it never happening again. That's a hard thing to call. This is a very, very grey situation. Have a chat to your mother. Have a chat to the friends you trust and that you love, male and female. Have a chat to your stepfather. Ask him, why did you do it? If he's comfortable to have that chat, you know, what was it that you identified after it happened about yourself? How did you change your behavior? You know, have a chat with him if you can. This happened in January. I haven't talked to him since, until about a week ago. I wanted some things, I left in a hurry with a lot of shit. He kept all of it nice and neat. We catch up, gives me a ride to work. The next day I want closure, so I asked him all my burning questions. We talk about all the heavy stuff. He seems to have really thought about what happened, what he did, why he did it. Cut out alcohol, cut out toxic people from his friend group. I personally see a changed man, but I'm also cautious. You are a lot wiser than you think. Okay, I'll give you that. We had a pretty decent relationship. We hardly fought, and if we did, we took our space, calmed down, and came back. That's a rare thing, being able to do that. And I won't lie, of course I missed him, I loved him. Of course he did. He has no history of this kind of shit. We have mutual friends, so they can have vouched for that. He's had some seriously shitty girlfriends. After spending some time together, he finally says he wants to try again. Look, it's up to you. And don't let anyone on Reddit or me tell you what to do. I'm only here to show you your options, okay, and kind of explore this with you. And I think that whatever decision you make I don't think you should be ashamed of it. If you go back to him because you believe it's the right thing to do and your friends tell you that you're a fucking idiot, I don't think you're a fucking idiot. But I think if you're going to do that, you need to be honest with him and say, look, that freaked me the fuck out. And you need to be okay with me just, sometimes what's going to happen is he'll do a quick reach to you and you'll just draw back because of the trauma that you experienced, right? That's natural. But then just explain to him, look, this is why it happened. As long as the communication's open, that's fine. But look, again, if you want to leave him, there's no shame. If you want to walk away and find another man, there's no shame. Okay? It's up to you. And I wish you the best. Good luck.